What's up, Capricorn? This your girl Queen Jaya. What they saying? Bro, coming to you, quick little chicken and see what you got going on. Place you on my channel where we go together. By the way, my name is Queen Jaya. Nice to meet you. So, right before I didn't see y'all reading. It's a song that be like, "I love you if your hair turns gray. I still love you if I gain a little weight, girl. The way I feel for you will always be the same. Just as long as your love don't change." So I don't know. Maybe when you first met somebody, you knew they was gonna be your wife, or maybe when you first met somebody, you knew they was gonna be your husband. I don't know, but that's all that song talk about. It's like I love you till your hair turn gray. Still love you if you gain a little weight. You hear what I'm saying? So, anyways, y'all, I had pulled out the abundance cards or whatever the case may be. I had wanted to put some positive energy out for y'all. So I also dropped some energy on top of the abundance card just to see what y'all had going on. So the first card I had, some of y'all might be drink water. My throat just got dry. Some of y'all thirsty. This means thirsty in sign language. Some of y'all need some water. This means water in sign language. So maybe y'all need to drink some water. Yeah, this means water. This means thirsty. So somebody might need some water. Uh, Somebody say you multi-gifted. I ain't know you know sign language. I know a little bit. I be teaching my kids and shit. But make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have safe savings to invest in your present and your future. Pay yourself first. So maybe you need to pay yourself some damn attention. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you always want to be walk around the club with a S on my chest. Yeah, y'all be trying to be the superhero and shit, and it's like y'all be walking around with an S on y'all down chest. So it's like now you need to pay your damn self some attention. So pay yourself first. You get what I'm saying? Make yourself your first financial obligation. You get what I'm saying? By at least, I don't care if it's $2, $10, $5, $20, whatever the case is, what you can spare to be able to put aside for a rainy day. Spiritual awakening. So maybe you realizing this. Our ancestors didn't really know anything about saving back then. Saving to them was okay shit. If they had cooked a big ass meal and they had Tupperware, they was able to put another meal together for another day. You get what I'm saying? Because they didn't have all the money and shit like that. They had to go out there and grow their fruits and vegetables and shit like that. They couldn't just go up and to the grocery store and shit and buy shit. A lot of motherfuckers had chicken coops and shit in their damn yard. Like, I'm a living witness of this shit. My grandma kept a chicken coop. You get what I'm saying? Um, but anyways, that's no here, no there. So maybe y'all having a spiritual awakening process in your spirit guides and ancestors and the God Most High, of course. Give credit when due is trying to let you enjoy this experience. You get what I'm saying? Where you can be able to see both sides of it, whatever the case is. Be careful. Uh, if you wearing like a lot of jewelry, you get what I'm saying. A lot of people is pocket watching, so it's like people label people by the things they wear. Somebody could have somebody could like cheetah print, or somebody could like zebra print. That shit used to be the thing back in the 90s. Either everybody had leopard print or everybody had cheetah print. Uh Maybe that's something that this person liked, that when you first met them you knew they'd be your wife, or maybe somebody that passed over used to like those prints. You get what I'm saying? We do have spiritual animals as well, so you got to look at that too. So maybe you going through a phase of where you spiritually awaken right now. Things that you didn't understand back then, now you do. It's like if you know better, you will do better. You get what I'm saying? No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So it's like saying can't. Like I teach my kids, don't say what you can't do, say what you can do. You get what I'm saying? Because anything you think you can do, that you can't do, you can do. It's just you got to take a little bit more time to break it down, analyze it, and figure it out. You get what I'm saying? So that's just basically saying you're not going. understand every phase in life or a way to get through it. But it's like I said, you got your ancestors and spirit guides, and of course, you know, God is the source. He created us all. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I see a lot of different culture spirit guides up here. And some people could have lost children or whatever the case is, and it's like what y'all fail to realize is like when you lose uh older ancestors and shit like that or whatever the case is, this energy still lives on. And it's like when you lose young children, it's like those people are caring for your children and the above. So it's like you gotta understand your higher self is up there as well. So it's like you have to build yourself to a vibration like probably getting out in nature or the balance and ground yourself or eating healthier foods like fruits and vegetables to be able to open yourself up to this high vibration so you can be able to communicate and connect. You get what I'm saying? You can turn anything into a reality. So I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I used to always recite that shit like every day before I went to school. Like every day my mama dropped me off to school, I would say that every single day. Like we was brought up on that. You can do all things. You get what I'm saying? So never downplay yourself, I just heard. Visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes a reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthy, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So it's like you have to trust the fact of you going through this experience, keeping a positive mindset, putting your financial needs to the side. So it's like still being able to do the regular necessities, like making sure you pay your bills or whatever the case is, and still be able to say, okay, well, I got $20. I'll take half of that 20 and put this 10 to the side and forget about it. You get what I'm saying? Because $10 may not seem like a lot, but if all you had was $10 and you keep putting $10 to the side, shit, the pennies add the fuck up. $10 will add up too. I'm telling you, I used to count money a whole lot coming the fuck up. So it's like you gotta understand the average business don't just count money how the average person do, like, oh, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, they count money in increments. So it's like, okay, every cent counts. So that means from the pennies to the goddamn nickels, dimes, quarters, all that shit. Every cent counts. So when you think some shit ain't adding up, it do. Let's see. Focus on your priorities. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. I'm gonna read that shit again. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. So that means if you focus on bullshit, then that's the outcome you're gonna get. If you focus on the priorities and the things that you need to focus on, then that's when you're gonna start seeing the results. So it's like if you do the same thing you always did, you're gonna always get the same result. If you do something different, then you're gonna get a different outcome. You get what I'm saying? Your priorities are calling you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention that they need. You deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So it's like basically saying, you know how much anxiety you get when you know you got a lot of shit that needs to be done. And instead of just letting shit pile up and pile up and pile up, it's just like as you get your shit, just do your shit as you get it. You get what I'm saying? Handle your business as it comes to you. Don't overbook your schedule because it's like after a while of doing so much in the rotation and overbooking yourself and overdoing things, you're gonna burn yourself out. So it's like you need to put first priorities first, and it's just like okay, as you finish those priorities, then you move forward to the next. It's like writing down a list of what you got to do and what needs to be done and checking that shit off as you go. Save as you go. Save a lot, I just heard. You save a lot of goddamn time by being organized for one, but it's like actually as you completing your tasks and shit like that, you know the average job, when you do certain things, you got to sign off, initial off, or go and check in the system that it's been completed and log off and say what time you did it and what time you started and what time you finished. It's like basically being able to have documentation of the processes that you're taking. So maybe y'all need to to do some type of law. You get what I'm saying? Of thing. Maybe you not really seeing no progress like you think you seeing because you always busy. You get what I'm saying? So maybe if you start a little, they was about to say shine your light. So maybe if you actually take time to look over some things that I won't go back, won't go back from the way it used to be. So basically some of y'all already know. Y'all ain't trying to go back to the way it used to be. It's like you know where you came from, you know where you trying to go. So it's like you refuse to go back to the way it used to be. So it's like you trying to get in a position where you could just get your life together and shine your light. You get what I'm saying? You know you a great being. You just trying to find your place in the world and actually make footprints in this world. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't leave certain territories. So it's like now you getting to the point where you trying to walk across the sky. You get what I'm saying? We all travel the world, but who has yet to make footprints across the sky? So maybe you trying to get in the phase where maybe if you ain't never flew a plane, that you trying to fly a plane. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you trying to get to the point where you want to be able to get established, doing different things. Like I said, when you do the same shit, you get the same result. When you do different shit, then you will get a new result. Facing your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about your fears of success or failure, they are no longer control. They no longer control you. Feel free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you will realize that, in fact, having nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released their self doubt. So it's like, don't be scared to take the next step. It's like everybody done failed at some shit, and everybody done passed at some shit, but it's like, don't you have to fail in order to win? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, don't be afraid to fail at something. A lot of people look at failure as a bad thing. Failure is only a failure if you fail at some shit and then you don't dust yourself back off again to get up and try something again. You get what I'm saying? So technically, if you didn't do something, that's like a video game. Say for instance, you played a video game and the first time you played it in forever, then you lost the game and then you get upset, don't want to play the motherfucker no more because you ain't win the game. So it's like you gotta get the concepts of what you got to do and figure out the strategies and what works for you to be able to make the method work. So it's like maybe you trying to face your financial fears and you realizing that you don't have no fears to be afraid of. It's like you got kids, so like I said, some of y'all spirit guys is actually so some of y'all kids have gifts. So some of y'all kids might see so some of y'all might have some type of paranormal activity going on. Like maybe y'all have kids that have gifts. And it's like I don't know. Maybe some of y'all got crystals and stuff. Like, do y'all have crystals in your home? Because you know, when you have crystals in your home, when you activate yourself, when you have children, you activate your children too. I thought that was like the wildest thing. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that was like the wildest thing. Like when I got on my journey, it's just like you don't realize when you activating yourself and you have children that it's activating your children too. So it's like they have gifts and abilities because you know kids are the purest souls. So a lot of y'all ancestors communicate with y'all kids. So be mindful. This might be an example. They say use this as an example. If you ever have anybody that passed in your family and just at random your kids be like, oh, I saw such and such and this person passed away and you just think they talking crazy and shit like that. No, they telling you the truth. They're telling you the truth. Some of y'all have kids that have gifts, and y'all don't really. That's why I try not to read kids because shit, technically, you gotta have an adult to read a child under 18. You get what I'm saying? But I've worked with kids like all my life, and just by learning different kids, you learn different things, and you don't always have to talk to actually get answers. So it's like I said, some of y'all have crystals in y'all home, and it's like y'all realizing that a lot of y'all kids' gifts are being activated as well. Um, a lot of y'all spirit guys are talking and like tending to y'all kids. It's an angel that's watching over these kids. So maybe you got kids that's very like they're devilish and shit. Like they just they try anything. You get what I'm saying? So maybe the times that you don't have your eyes on your children, like these spirit guys is like watching over them. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, because it's a child here with wings, so you know this child that done passed on. But these kids right here, they don't have wings. You get what I'm saying? So maybe these kids are taking steps together and growing together, and it's like maybe some people that passed on is like having these experiences with these kids. Because, like I said, people don't really realize but don't really understand, like it's a day in day out thing where you have paranormal activity in your home, and they just said don't scare nobody. And I'm not trying to scare you, because it's like a lot of times you can have paranormal activity in your house and it's not a bad thing. You get what I'm saying? This sometimes it be your family, but not all the time. All the time you ain't gonna be able to verify. Some spirits travel through and they lost. You get what I'm saying? But in some phases, it's like sometimes you have extra protection. I just heard. Sometimes when spirits leave, they not gonna come back looking the same that they left. You get what I'm saying? You know, when a person passed over, okay, that's the person you remember, facial wise, you remember. But when a person comes back and they done crossed over and they transitioning through spirit, you might not recognize them coming back around. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes people can pass over and then you might have a fresh baby. These young kids, sometimes you could have a fresh baby and your child reincarnated a spirit that done passed over that is familiar to you. Sometimes you might see familiar spirits through your children. So it's a part of the spiritual awakening, new beginning. So if you on your spiritual journey and you awakening, you will start noticing things like this. Like I said, I'm not saying that to scare anybody, but it's here. 32 6 33 3. So 333. 12. So some of y'all might need to look up the number 333 for angel message. So maybe somebody needed to get that affirmation 333. 32 6 and 12. So okay, like I said, maybe with you being on this journey right now, you having a spiritual awakening, you realizing that you your number one priority. So you realizing that you don't have no time to be complaining, because complaining takes away. That's a victimhood. So it's like, okay, you want to be able to take your power back. So maybe you was in some type of contract, a partnership, a business deal, a home, a new job, or whatever the case was, and it's like maybe you wasn't really being grateful for the position that you was in. You get what I'm saying? So no more complaining. Basically visualizing abundance in all forms. So it's like a new beginning in love. So maybe when things ain't going right, instead of you feeling like you don't want to be in a situation or complaining about a situation, it's like you have a choice. Either you could be in the situation that you in, or you could tell a person how you feel, and you can leave the situation and start a new beginning in love. But either way, you have to be able to compromise in any type of situation. So if you in a relationship with somebody, you got to be able to compromise. Everything ain't gonna go your way, and everything ain't gonna go this person's way. You got to meet in the middle. Some of y'all asking for a new beginning, and it's just like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. So I don't know. Maybe some of y'all single, and like I said in the beginning, some of y'all could be getting ready to propose to somebody, or somebody could be getting married. You get what I'm saying? Because in the beginning of the reading, I said I channeled a message, and it was like when you first saw this person, you knew this person was gonna be your wife. When you first saw this person, you knew this person was gonna be your husband. So maybe you got into a contract and it's just like maybe at first you was doing a lot of complaining or whatever the case was. But before you had this spiritual awakening, maybe because you had to learn how to put yourself first. So it's like when things ain't going your way, the average person complain. You get what I'm saying? But you had, so maybe that was in the past. So maybe you had to realize in the past, I got to be able to put myself first. Maybe you realized in the past that you was doing a lot of complaining. And it's like, okay, you had to go through this spiritual awakening to be able to start a new beginning, start a new chapter in your life. So it's like maybe you in the process where you just got a new job, or you just started a new business or just got a new home, or maybe you getting ready to get married, maybe you finna make things official. It's like no more complaining. This girl got a it's like a ring, but it's supposed to be a halo. It's like, okay, if she put that halo on top of that angel head, it's gonna be like a crown, right? So it's like, okay, you choosing the person that you're gonna crown. So above the contracts card, so it's like I said, this crown look like a ring. So maybe you actually sure they said a flower bearer. So maybe is it a flower bearer like flower girl? That's what it is. It's not a flower bearer is a person for a funeral. But okay, so maybe like I said, maybe somebody passed over and it's like, okay, maybe somebody is a flower bearer at somebody's funeral. Because that was rare. Um and maybe somebody might end up being the flower girl at somebody's wedding. So I don't know. It's something sitting on top of this crown that she's gonna put on. It's like it got a whole bunch of eggs inside of it that she about to put on top of this lady head. You know, they always used to tell us, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So maybe you just finally made a decision like, I want to give my all to this one person, or vice versa. The contracts card is under this. So like I said, maybe you could be thinking about proposing to somebody, or somebody could be thinking about proposing to you. A new beginning in love. So maybe you visualizing that this happens, and now you trying to make it a priority. Now you focusing on your priorities, increasing wealth and value. So maybe you in the position where you got more money to be able to do than you had in the past, but you always knew that you wanted to marry this person, or vice versa. Um, the temple. So maybe you had to go within and do some work. Ain't your body supposed to be the temple? So that's like your home. So maybe you had to go within, take it all the way back to first base. You get what I'm saying? And you had to go within and do some work. And maybe you had to face your fears in the situation. So it's like now you got yourself to that point, and it's like you know what you want to do now. You want to make things a top priority. So maybe right now you in the position, since you got the job, the home, uh now you want to make things official and actually tie the knot. So maybe some of y'all thinking about getting engaged and marrying somebody. You just had to put yourself in the right position. Or maybe you think about getting a deeper commitment, or changing from being single to being with somebody. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you two together. So it's like maybe the person that you was with had to do, maybe the person that you waiting on. Okay, because they say, what's the scenario? Okay, maybe you was in a position in the past where you had to pay yourself first, where you had to make yourself your first financial obligation. Then you had to go through a spiritual awakening. You had to get on this journey so you could be able to call in your soulmate. Okay, so that the roles is reversed as well, because that means if you calling in your soulmate, then your soulmate doing work too. So that means maybe your soulmate like wearing this big ass jewelry. Maybe your soulmate got blonde hair. Maybe your soulmate got a cut, some type of short cut, or like I said, maybe your soulmate like cheetah prints or zebra prints. You get what I'm saying? But you had to go through this phase, and this person had to go through this phase. Uh, Maybe you had to also go through a phase with no more complaining, and maybe your partner had to go through the same shit. It's like maybe y'all both had to go through this awakening because y'all both wanted the same things: a partnership, a marriage, be able to have your own business, or have a new home or a new job. So it's like once y'all come together, it's official. You get what I'm saying? Because you in a contract, so it's a partnership now. Reconciliation. So maybe someone from your past is trying to return. So maybe you calling in your soulmate and you putting in this inner work. It's like you knew when you first saw this person was gonna be your wife, or when this person first saw you, just she knew you was gonna be their husband. So it's like, okay, no more complaining. So maybe now you done got to the point where you ain't complaining and you satisfied, and now somebody want to come back from the past and return to your life. But it's like you already know how you want your life to be. It's like you done started a new beginning in love. So it's like you have no place for this person. soulmate. So maybe this person used to be a soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So maybe maybe you had a new beginning in love with a person because maybe you was calling in your soulmate. But like I said, maybe you was in a position after you calling your. People don't want you until you happy. So maybe somebody from the past trying to come back that ain't really want you like that. You hear what I'm saying in the past, but now they see that you starting a new beginning in love and you actually found your soulmate. You get what I'm saying? And it's like now they want to be a part of your life. Now that they see that you, so it's like now that this person seen that you actually have the skill that they thought you didn't have. Now it's like they want to come back and be a part of the story. It don't work like that. Once you turn the motherfucking page, like when we start typing new words, then we can remove characters or add new ones. Like that shit don't work like that. You can't just leave a motherfucking life and think you just pop the fuck up when you feel like it. It don't work like that. Maybe you so focused on your priorities now. It's like you just trying to rise for due to the occasion. It's like rise for the occasion. You don't have time for people to come in because they see now you got money. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no passion in that situation. So maybe it was about money. So maybe the person that's trying to return back from your past, maybe this person used to try to pawn shit in your face. Is like maybe somebody used to try to wave some shit in your face like a pawn or try to use money to keep you or whatever the case was, but it wasn't no passion in this situation. So maybe once you realize that you got focused on this journey and you actually had a new beginning in love where you actually was able to have children because it's a boy and a girl over here, and let's your spirit guides and ancestors know your children before they come into the world too. Some people don't know that because your kids are actually in the spiritual before they come into the physical. So somebody could be getting ready to have twins. One gonna be a boy and one gonna be a girl. So increasing wealth and value. So increasing wealth and value, person, place, or thing. You get what I'm saying? So maybe somebody finna find out that somebody pregnant, like right when they decide to put a ring on it. But maybe somebody trying to come back that somebody ain't got no passion for, but it's like somebody decided to move on with their life. They don't went in and did the spiritual work and everything. I just heard use a non-fucking factor. So yeah, straight like that. Yeah, you motherfucking right. Yeah, you motherfucking right. So I don't know. Maybe the person that's trying to come back, they're a non-fucking factor now. Finances and careers. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So this person coming back because they ain't got no money. This person having issues with money. So maybe this person used to try to buy love in the past and this person wasn't happy or in love with this person. Maybe this person feel like now that this person on their feet now they can come back because they need something. So maybe it's like the Mike Jones effect back then didn't want you and now it's how they all on it. So now that you on your shit, it's like motherfuckers from the past coming back, but it's like you done move forward, you done came on this spiritual awakening, you on this journey. It's like shit, you done found somebody you truly care about, you working, got the home job or whatever the case is, you done started a new beginning in love, you found your soulmate. It's like you realize the things that you did have passion for, the things that you didn't have passion for. So it's like have to be able to reevaluate yourself in certain situations, and it's like okay, you knew that it wasn't no passion in this other situation with this person that's trying to come back, but it's like since they see that I just heard they see that you the star now, so maybe you the rising star. And now that they see that you shining your light or whatever the case is, it's like, okay, this person want to come and try to, take shit. But it's like the only reason why this person is around because they got financial issues affecting their love life right now. So maybe they having issues with the person that they with. And it's like, okay, they can't really focus on love. So it's like, okay, they gonna come fucking with you because fuck with me, I got it. Yeah. Bad bitch, she got it. So I don't know. Maybe this person feel like they can fuck with you because they know you got it. And this person that's having financial issues and they ain't really fucking with the person that they with now because they ain't got no money. It's like they think they're a bad bitch. So it's like, okay, they gonna fuck with you because they know that you got it. But it's like that bad bitch shit don't work no more. It's like when you saw the person, you was like, I love you till your hair turn gray. Yeah, I still love you if you gain a little weight. So it's like you love every fucking aspect of this person, and this person love every aspect of you. So it's like can't nothing come in between that shit. So whoever this person is that's trying to come back, so it's like a person that didn't really want you because you didn't have everything in the past. They want you now because the person that they left you for ain't got shit to offer them. So it's like now they got down. We got to save every penny now. Yeah, we got to save every penny now. So this person ain't did no type of work because they still on the same shit and it ain't no passion for this person. So it's like you already done changed your life, elevated, and awakening and all this shit, and this person's still in the same place where you left their ass. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So it's like you ain't got no time to wait for no motherfucking body. This shit say keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. You deserve love. You're lovable. So it's like you had to get through a phase of I'm feeling really unappreciated. Yeah, I'm feeling really unappreciated. So maybe you had to get through a phase of feeling really unappreciated. And it's like you got to a phase, knock you up. Yeah, you met a girl and you just like, I'm going to knock you up. Goddamn girl, I just want to get you pregnant. Lay your body down and get you pregnant. Pleasure, goddamn. Pleasure card came out with a water sign. So maybe you called in a water sign. Don't have to be, but it's like when you met this person, you knew off the rip you wanted this person to have all your motherfucking kids. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you wanted kids with this person in the past, but you feared what you could have been tied into with the situation. Maybe this person already had kids with somebody else. And it's just at the time it was just her and those kids. You didn't see the father figure, but it's like you knew that you, so maybe you don't like being involved with people, like you know how some people date people and they already got kids, but you don't want to have to beef with another person and like the other parent. So it's like you know how people co-parent and then you still have to deal with whichever parent or whatever the case is. Maybe you felt like this person was still involved with this other person and it wasn't no passion. It just was like, okay, it's written all over your face. Yeah, you don't have to say a word. So it's like that shit was written all over her face or his face or whoever face. Yeah, this person ain't had to say a word. You smile, you smile, you smile for me. Yeah, would you just smile for me? So I don't know. Maybe this person that you met once you left this person got a beautiful smile. But it's like, it was something about this other person that was written all over their face, so they ain't had to say a damn word. It's like all the answers that you need, it was written all over this person's face, so you ain't had no choice but to actually uh figure out what your spiritual purpose was and go within and do the work. It's like you knew it wasn't no passion in this situation. This person was trying to buy your love. You get what I'm saying? So it's like even when you was dealing with this person, you probably would accept the gifts and money and all that shit. Who wouldn't? You get what I'm saying? But you realize that shit you couldn't truly unlock your heart with this person. You couldn't start a new beginning in love with this person because this person was already loving somebody else. So it's like you was trying to love this person but trying not to get hurt at the same time. So it's like this person probably will make you feel good by buying you nice things to make it seem like they really love you. But it's like the compassion and companionship, what you needed is like you wanted a soulmate. So it's like now that you got all what you been looking for, it's like now this person want to come back around because the person that they thought was gonna offer them something ain't offering it to them, and now they struggling and shit now. So it's like they trying to fuck with you because they know you got it, but it's like everything working the way you want right now. So it's like pleasure. You done had this awakening. You're not gonna let nobody come between you and there. So it's like maybe you happy with this water sign right now, and you ain't gonna let nobody from the past come in between it. Yeah, game master. So maybe you got to be very careful challenging this person because maybe this person Maybe this person will pop off. So maybe this person watch every move you make. This the game master. So this person like the debate, like to argue. They be ready to drop a hammer on the motherfucker. So I don't know. Maybe you might be proposing to somebody and then maybe your ex find out or some shit and it's like, okay, and not you don't want no problem with me. Yeah, you don't want no problem with me. Have motherfuckers in the lobby, goddamn. Yeah, you don't want no problems with me. Fire sign, air sign. So maybe you used to talk to a fire sign or an air sign, and it's like now these people been stalking and watching you all this time, and it's like now they want you to come revive them or some shit because they see how great your life is with somebody else. Pleasure, you happy with whoever you with. You with if you with a water sign, you happy with this water sign because y'all awakened together. So it's like somebody from your past, probably a fire sign or an air sign. This is a game now. So this motherfucker like playing, can stop playing games, yo. It's about the money we making. Ain't I said, what the fuck I had said when I looked at this card when I said this person was struggling with somebody else or whatever the case was, and now this person can't give them nothing. So it's like now they trying to fuck with me. You know I got it. Yeah, it's like this person trying to fuck with you because they know you got it. This person is the game master. This person know how to play games. They live for playing games. So that means that night shit. So that means they was the same night shit they was on when they was fucking with you. So they was on some low vibe shit when they was fucking with you in the beginning. So it's like this person crawling on their knees, so the obviously they trying to not be seen. You get what I'm saying? So maybe this person was sneaking around talking to you or whatever the case was in the past. This person probably played a lot of games. So it's like, okay, don't let a person come back from your past or whatever in this low ass energy when you already in a place where you happy with somebody else. Girl, I just want to get married. Just meet me at the altar for old times. Yeah, we ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. Yeah, you already in the phase. You already know, like, we ain't getting no younger, we might as well do the shit. So it's like whoever ain't pleased with the shit or whoever ain't fucking happy with the fact, if a motherfucker don't like it, then old motherfucker will. Whoever get the last name, that's what it's made for. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe somebody feels some type of way because they feel it. You know, motherfuckers that you used to talk to, they feel when you in a good space and they feel when you in a down space. So maybe this person coming back because they feel that you finna take the next step with somebody else, and they feel like they can come change your. I changed my mind. This person done changed their mind, and they trying to come back in and make it seem like they can change your mind. Change came out. I know I ain't tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping. I'm just tripping on you. Yeah, this person tripping on you. So it's like this person coming in thinking that they can change your mind, but guess what? It's like you already know what time it is. You the only person that can change your goddamn mind. Take action. So it's like this person gonna come in thinking that they can change your mind, but guess what? Even if you do let this person convince you to change your mind in any type of motherfucking way, they still gonna play games with your ass, and they still gonna treat you how they treated you in the past. So it's like, okay, if this person had a lot of money back then and they was buying you all kind of shit and you weren't happy, now this motherfucker struggling and they fuck with me, you know I got it, and they only fucking with you because they know you got it. So only imagine if this person was trying to spoil you and buy your love and they weren't giving you no type of emotion in the past. Now this person come back because somebody mistreating them and they ain't taking care of them or whatever the fuck they got going on because they got to save every penny now. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to reconcile, but they coming up as the game master. So it's like to me, I feel like this person coming back and they don't even want you like that. They coming back because they want to destroy everything that you built with somebody else because they couldn't have the life that you building with somebody else. It's like they wouldn't have been able to have this life playing games with you from the start, so they didn't come in serious. You get what I'm saying? So maybe one person came in and they was fully single, and then the other person came in and they was dating somebody on the side and then had somebody else. You get what I'm saying? So this person came in playing games, and it's like now that you happy with this water sign and where you want to be, it's like this fire sign and this air sign or earth sign trying to come in and change your mind because you done found a soulmate and now you actually got them turning your dreams into a reality. starting new beginnings in love, doing everything that you wanted to do for this person but never did do. I always tell people when shit don't work out for you, it's either you done build a female for another man, or you done build another man for another female. That's just how that shit goes. It's like when shit don't work out for you, you think these people ain't learned nothing from the situations of being with you. It's like technically, if it doesn't work out for you, you built another person because they not gonna act the same way with you as they act with another person. You know how some people be bitter because the person leave them and they go to somebody else. It's like they had experiences with you, so it's like off the rip what they should when they go into a relationship. It's like they gonna start setting the record of how they want shit to be. So it's like maybe this person feel like they built you to be the person that you is, and it's like now that you in a phase with somebody else, it's like everything that they hoped for and thought was gonna be is like, okay, now you giving this life to somebody else, but it's like they trying to come back and don't even want the life. They just don't want the other person to have it. Don't want you to have it. You get what I'm saying? They trying to come in and make you change your mind, but it's all for the money. Yeah, work hard for it, honey. Yeah, somebody work hard for the money. What it say? Work hard for the money, so you better treat her right. Yeah, this person that you fuck with actually work hard and do everything that they got to do, everything they're supposed to do. So it's like, okay, this person work hard, so you better treat this person right. Don't let a person goddamn come in from your past that either when you was on this night energy or they was on this night energy or somebody was on some low vibing energy. Don't let a motherfucker just come in and try to fucking shit and then be right back the fuck out thinking that they can change your mind with sex and shit because they just trying to fuck with you. They know you got it and you know you ain't got no passion for this person. And this person ain't getting the attention and shit that they want, or ain't getting no finances and shit that they want from wherever the hell they came from out of the woodworks or some shit. Yeah, realization. So maybe you having a realization that was already obvious when the passion came in reverse. You already knew uh that you ain't had no passion for this person. So you knew that this person was coming around because it had something to do with some type of game. You get what I'm saying? So maybe you realize that with a fire sign. Let's see. Damn, it flew way over there. Yeah, seducer. In that night energy. Fire sign or a water sign. So maybe this person was a damn seducer, but it hit the floor. I told you this person coming in to play games like they can change your mind and they still don't even want you. They just don't want you to be happy. So it's like, okay, this person bitter because the life they dreamed of, you giving it to somebody else. And then it's like, okay, they want to come in and try to seduce you and have sex with you and shit to try to change your mind. Like you gonna have some real, and you gonna have the same realization you had the first time before you even waste the time of sleeping with this person or this person trying to come in trying to seduce you. You already know that you don't have feelings for this person. You already realize that. So it should not take you allowing the person to come in and try to seduce you and you know from the past and you know that they play games and don't you be on that bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, don't you be on that bullshit. So it's like you already know that this person was a soulmate. So shit, soulmates, you can have soulmates, but you don't have to be with this person. But you also know that you met your true soulmate, and it's like you already started a new beginning. So don't let a motherfucker get you in a position where you're torn in between the two. And I really wanna be with you, and you're telling me I should leave you alone, leave you alone, leave you alone. Yeah. You was in a position where you told this motherfucker to leave you alone because they was torn in between the two or vice versa. Somebody had some realization that they had to make a change because they was dealing with a game master. Somebody was a seducer and it's like, I choose to be happy. Yeah, now that you choose to be happy, it's like this person ain't happy with that shit. Yeah. It's a lot of alcohol. It was a lot of alcohol involved in this situation. Not seeing clearly what led to this downward spiral and regret and pain. So it's like maybe when you was with this person, y'all used to drink a lot. You get what I'm saying? And it's like maybe when you with this other person, then this other person probably don't drink. You get what I'm saying? Because ain't none of these goddamn cups empty. And it's like it's a wedding ring on these two people hands. So it's like I said, somebody is about to end up proposing to some. One day I'm gonna make you my wife. Yeah, somebody about to end up proposing to somebody. Maybe this person just don't drink because all these cups is filled. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I'ma buy you a drink. Ooh, I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank. Shorty, what you think about that? Saw me in a gray Cadillac. Yeah, this person, motherfucker, done had so many goddamn drinks. Motherfuckers got too many opportunities, too many options. You get what I'm saying? They wasting liquor all over the motherfucking table and shit. So maybe the person you used to deal with in the past used to drink a whole fucking lot. It's like, the sky is the limit. Yeah, this person ain't had no motherfucking limit on this drinking and shit. Or you. So maybe this person you used to deal with in the past used to feed you a lot of alcohol. Maybe you used to drink a lot with this person. And maybe this new person that you one day you want to make them your wife. Maybe this person don't drink at all. So maybe that's the difference. It's like you actually experience the true passion in the situation because it's like the best experience in love is when you conscious. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people express emotions different, goddamn, when they drinking and shit. So it's like when you drunk, I always advise a person, shit, you might as well not even sleep with them because you're not conscious. It's like, okay, when you sleeping with a person and they all drunk and shit, you're not gonna get the same vibe. You will actually see a true person feelings and emotions when they sober. Every time, I mean, I don't get it. Like a lot of people make it seem like they gotta be under the influence or some shit to actually be able to be involved with a person. You can't sleep with a person, not saying that I'm promoting go have random sex with motherfuckers and shit. I'm just saying if you're gonna put yourself in the position, uh you got to smoke just to deal with a person, you got to drink just to deal with a person. How many times can you say you had sober sex with a person? I mean, not too many people can. Some people can say. You know what I'm saying? They say about 15%. A lot of people always gotta be under the influence of some shit to be sexual with a person, but you don't know how much energy transfers between your body and another person's body, especially if they all over the motherfucking place and shit. That shit just knock everything off balance. Like when you one not sober having sex with a motherfucker, so it's like think about how many energies and shit you gotta think about it. All these vibes and shit in the liquor and shit like that. That's why I don't drink. I got some Kool-Aid in my cup. Shit, I don't even drink that. But I'm just saying, I don't drink. I don't knock people that do, but I just don't. Because it's like, you see a whole different side of a motherfucker when they drink and shit. Community. So maybe like I said, maybe this person can maybe you can take this person out in the community and it's a pleasure, like they don't embarrass you and shit. So maybe this person that you was calling in your soulmate or whatever is like you can show this person in public. It's like this person ain't gonna step out in the public and embarrass you, or you ain't gonna hear all kinds of shit about this person. But maybe in the past it was different. It's like maybe you had the question stepping out with this other person because ain't no telling what the fuck this other person was doing or vice versa. They was the game master, so ain't no telling what the fuck you will find the fuck out. You hear what I'm saying? Let me put one on top of these. Thief. I told you, man. Reconciliation. On top of reconciliation, you got the game master and the thief. This person wasn't doing nothing but robbing you of your life, your time, your energy, every damn thing. This person ain't had shit to offer you. It was an experience. That's what the fuck it was. Because I was finna say it was a waste of time. But sometimes you go through shit because you need to go through shit. But it's like sometimes maybe this person robbed you of your time in your life, and it's like you just so busy trying to be a stand up guy. You get what I'm saying, or a stand up woman. And it's like sometimes we can put ourselves in fucked up situations. So maybe you trying to change the way you think, like taking action to do shit differently. So people won't be trying to use and abuse you and shit. Especially when you trying to be a stand up person. Cause everybody ain't gonna treat you the same way. So maybe you making a change to be able to get on this journey to start something new. You get what I'm saying? Every time you do the same shit, you get the same stuff. And every time you make a change, you get a different result. So maybe you realizing that. You get what I'm saying? Maybe it took a while to get me here, and I ain't wasting no time. Yeah, pathway. It took a while to get you here. You get what I'm saying? Shit, you had to hop on the train. It took a while to get you here, but it's like I made it. Yeah. Is it anybody out there tonight for me to say I made it? Yeah. Never could have made it without you. So maybe it's like you realize that you lost a lot of shit, but you gained a lot of shit along the way. And it's like, you just had to be strong enough to get on this journey, and you had to have a realization that shit, everybody ain't gonna see the light the same way you do. But it's like everybody got access. It's up to them what they choose to do. Some people like to live the same lifestyle, party all the time, party all the time. Yeah. So it's just like maybe you trying to make some changes within yourself. You hear what I'm saying? This is horizons. It's like you don't know where God taking you right now. It's like, yeah, you got some concerns or whatever the case may be, but shit, you got children. So it's like maybe you had concerns about a child. Maybe you might receive a message of concern. So maybe somebody had been dealing with somebody in the past, right? And maybe they had a possible child or something like that with somebody, but somebody was messing with somebody else and they weren't sure. So maybe the only reason why you probably uh they say probably might have an encounter with this person. Maybe you having a reconciliation with a person because you had some concerns about a child. So maybe somebody bringing this person back in to get some type of closure. So maybe you might get a message of concern. Cause look, I'm gonna stop it right here. Okay, so you had concerns about a child. So maybe you was dealing with somebody in the past where you had some concerns about a child, and it was some type of message of concern. So I don't know. Maybe somebody found out something about a child, but you had some concerns about this child. So maybe somebody was sleeping with somebody else. Didn't I tell you was talking to somebody, but they had somebody in the background, but it was like they wasn't goddamn talking to nobody because they was talking to you, but it was like the emotions was going to one person and they was trying to buy you and keep you around. But it's like the only reason you had concerns is because maybe you was dealing with this person and a child got involved. So it was like only thing you wanted to know, all I want to know is who baby is it. Yeah, it's like main male. Somebody, it was a third party here. You get what I'm saying? So somebody was dealing with somebody where it was a third party, and it's just like I don't want to go back and forth with you. Only concerns I got is who baby is. If that's the only thing you wanted to know, you had made a change. You ran into your divine feminine. You get what I'm saying? You put an end to all that bullshit and you can bless every fucking sense. You can bless every fucking sense. So you had a situation where you was trying to be a stand-up guy. Like I said, I ain't want to call it out in the beginning when I first saw it because maybe somebody was waving. Didn't I say they was waving some shit in your face like a pawn? So maybe somebody was waving a child in your face like a pawn or whatever the case is. And it's like you had some concerns about this child. Maybe this feminine energy got a message of concern about this child. And a main male behind it. You get what I'm saying? So somebody that already thought this person was their child had some concerns, but it's like, okay, a child pop up, I got some concerns because it's like I'm aware that you was talking to somebody else. You get what I'm saying? So maybe this woman got a message of concern about this child that she was saying was this other person's child. So I don't know. Maybe you was the person that she was trying to put a child on, and it came out to be this person got a message of concern that this child didn't belong to this person that had the concern. This person got a message of concern that it belonged to a main male. So that's the shit that made me, yeah, that's the shit that changed the game. Change. So when you moved on or whatever the case is and you decided to move forward or make a change in your life, somebody initially could be CM. You met a privileged lady. You met your divine feminine after you put an end to all this other bullshit, and your life has been a great fortune. You has been forever blessed since you got out of this toxic situation with this other person. So shit, miss me with that bullshit. Yeah, miss me with that bullshit. So hopefully you like the video. If you like the video, please like the video. If you have any comments, please drop them. If you have yet subscribed to this channel, please do. I'm out, y'all.